Good morning. Sorry about the late delay. Uh, let's see. It is the 28th day of March. Hopefully you can hear me because I don't know. I haven't gotten a YouTube up yet. I'm trying to. So good morning, y'all. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Trying to get YouTube up. Had no power, so I thought they were working stuff. And right when I was going to start up my generator, guess what happens? The power starts. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm fighting YouTube right now. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Let me play this real quick.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you some breaking news.
Apologies for this interruption, but we have some breaking news.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement. We interrupt this programming to bring you some important messages. We are interrupting this program to deliver an urgent announcement to all citizens of Earth.
That's perfect now, huh? Well, good morning, YouTubers. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Sorry, I'm not doing it real loud because the neighbors are trying to sleep next door, and I don't want to pull out the freaking music. So before anything else, let's go up to say hi to everybody, and of course, I gotta still send out my email to Mike. I'm hurrying, Mike. I'm trying. Okay, let's see. Marshmallow Man, good morning. I blame Canada, not Mother Nature. Lady D, good morning. How you doing? Mike B, good morning. Super Dave, how you doing? How you doing? Okay, Vicky Vanel, good morning. Sorry for the late start. Lady D's like, why do they have to do that voice with announcements? Okay, hey Donna Lottie, good morning. How you doing? Yeah, I found that, and I found a couple others though. Yeah, this is the second time I tried using my brand new generator, and yeah, right before I do it, the generator gets threatened. The power company and the power company decided to flip the switch. So yeah, all right, come on, trying to get this going here. Come on, I'm looking for the compose. So before anything else, please prayers for everybody. If you haven't heard, I don't know what pillow you've been sleeping under, but the world has had anywhere from a 7.7 to a 7.3 earthquake. Does affect Thailand and China. If you haven't seen any of the videos, man, get your head out of the pillow and go check out some of those videos because there's a lot of devastation. Man, that's very bad. And it's the day before. Half the world's going to experience a full solar eclipse, and the other part's going to do a partial. And that's tomorrow. And as you know, the sun does affect the earth. They finally admitted it in a lot of ways. Sorry, I'm still catching up. Mike B, check your email. And trying to, hey, Zed's Gallery, how you doing? Good, good single, what do you call it now? What do you call it? Single man's lunch or dinner that you made on that last video. I can't remember which one it was. I can't remember what it's called right now. Still running with my head chopped off. But yeah. Yeah, it was a 7.7 in Burma and Thailand. The unknown numbers of people have passed away, and there's still a lot trapped. There are bunches and bunches of people trying to rescue them right now. Hopefully, we hear some good rescues coming out. So be prepared. a lot of stuff was going on. And while that happened yesterday, I think that was yesterday evening for us, their morning. Oklahoma was also hit with a series of mini quakes. I forgot what they call it, but it was a lot of them. And of course, Bangkok was in panic because of the strong earthquake that hit. With Oklahoma one is, there's quite a few of them. It's the first time they ever had that many happen. Now they weren't severe like a 7.7, but there was quite a few in Oklahoma all at once. It's the first time that's ever happened. And it's got people worried in the local communities of Oklahoma. And so much so they've already put out a lot of stuff about it and what to look for, what people are going to suffer, and all that. And yeah, I think they underestimate people in Oklahoma. They're stronger than what they're trying to put in some of the news articles that you'll read if you go on the internet and look at it. So prayers for them also. Yeah. Yeah, and if we haven't heard, old Hillary, or sell her soul to China, Clinton. Yeah, she posted about an hour ago. She stated that the Trump administration with the signal chat put our troops in jeopardy. Bullshit, Hillary. You and your freaking secret servers and all your freaking Democratic liberal freaking people that try to protect you. You know, you're the one that freaking sold this shit to China. You're the one that sold the plutonium to Russia. Yeah, think about it. Yeah, what do you think Russia did with that plutonium? Can you say bombs? A certain type that they use plutonium on? Yeah, shut the hell up. You're the last person that needs to be freaking saying anything. And please don't even embarrass yourself and run for freaking president in 2028 like you keep threatening because, AOC and Bernie Sanders are going to do that. And, you know, yeah, you've already had enough of your freaking time. Nobody wants to see your badass old freaking geriatric freaking lying ass on TV to let alone hear your voice freaking on interviews. Yeah. So, but hey, that's my own opinion. Go ahead and talk to the professionals, and they'll tell you, what to think about it too. She had her chance. She's proven all she does is make ugly babies. Look at her daughter. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas, how you doing? So I'm just waiting to see what's up with Mike B, if he's gonna be able to make it or not. And man, I wish I'd do that. Freaking do away with that. Alrighty, so let's see. Oh, if she tries running, believe me, you better hope I don't win the freaking Mega Millions, because I'll go in there and I'll freaking tell everybody. Do you really want that old bitch? Yeah, I'll put it. She thinks Trump was freaking blunt with her. Oh no, no. I'll definitely put it. But wrong one. Sorry, I'm trying to pick something. I got a song for y'all. Y'all need to hear. It's gonna make you sing it all day long, and it's even better than the one I normally did. StreamYard side. So hold on. I got a guest. Howdy, Mike B.
Morning, Trust. Morning, chat. Happy Friday, everyone. How y'all doing today?
Real good. How's your How's your week going since the last time I talked to you?
It's been cold and windy, and it's gonna rain all weekend. Better rain than snow.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what happened this morning. I went out to get some smokes and some soda, and there was this black trash bag on the side of where my ditch is, because apparently everyone likes to just throw their trash there. And I'm like, great. So I came back, and it was gone. I'm looking like, where did it go? I mean, it was really windy. My head blown away or something, because I was getting ready gonna bring the barrel down and pick it up in that.
Uh-huh. So there was no body in the black bag on the side of the road?
No, it was just I don't even know what was in it because I drove by it and I'm like, oh great, I'll have to pick that up. But I when I come back and I came back and it was gone.
Oh, well, good. Well, maybe somebody picked it up and found out there was heads in the duffel bag. You know, Hillary had dropped them out the window by accident. You know, coming to a neighborhood near you. But one moment, Mike. The other day I did food porn. I can't remember how many freaking food porns are on there, 10, 15, something like that. But today I'm going to give everybody a chance to listen to this song so they can sing it all weekend and they can curse my name afterwards. Y'all ready? I don't know what chat's saying, so. All right, let's go. Here you go. Compliments. This is going to be sponsoring foods posted on YouTube by Zed's Place and Cooking with Mike B. Here you go.
You worked too hard, you ate too much, the cheesecake made you greedy. Let your aching head and stomach hear this message from old Speedy. Alka-Seltzer, plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Ah, those Speedy Alka-Seltzer bubbles burst into action to relieve your upset stomach and aching head fast. Use only as directed. Oh, what a relief it is. What a relief.
Oh
Yep,
my
so
God.
when you're eating all that food that they're telling you that they're making, you're going to go over there and copy the food and make it. And yeah, you're going to eat too much. Yeah, you're going to eat that Alka-Seltzer. Yeah.
Oh, I felt bad for you that night, and I think it was Tim's pop up or something. Agent J, because you were on the fast, he ended up showing you half that sandwich.
Oh, I know that bastard. I love him
Oh
though, but
man,
he was still a bastard that day.
I felt bad for it because I already ate my dinner and that thing made me hungry. I'm thinking like, oh, poor Trust is probably starving.
Yeah. Look at Lady D's showing her age. She's going, oh, wow, has to be like 60s, 70s. Wow, Lady D, you're showing your age. Remember the little kid with the Alka Seltzer as a hat? I think it came from that commercial.
I remember they had
I was going to do shorts, but
that Oscar
had the
Mayer
what?
Wienermobile that kid. I forget his name, but before that he was they called him Sprite Boy
Mm-hmm.
or something because Coca Cola had Sprite and they had him in there. He was like he was a little person, but he was in a lot of stuff back then.
Well, down in a lot, he's like, that's an oldie. You know what else is an oldie? I did a deep dive. I went where nobody else has ever gone before. At least they never admitted to it. And you and no, it's not one. Get your mind out of the gutter. I'm not talking about the sewer or anything like that. All right, I went into, you know how we got all this tofu stuff, and then we got all this vegan stuff. Everything's made out of vegetables, supposedly.
Yeah.
This is what started it all. Here it is.
This is Sandy Becker saying, keep cooking with Crisco. It's all vegetable. It's digestible.
Yeah. Did you know it was all vegetable? And supposedly it's bad for you now. So another 10, 15 years, all this vegan stuff people are eating, you know, they're going to find out, oh no, the way they made it, it's bad for your health too.
Well, that Crisco, you technically, if you have some of that, you should save it because you can make that into a makeshift candle, and that stuff will burn for a long time if you do it right.
Oh yeah, yeah. But you got to be careful. It is it will leak in the containers. Those containers aren't made to last for 20 years. So if you're going to save it, I'd put it into a metal container.
Oh, man, that is that's the best stuff, man. Oh, I recommend, and this is not a sponsor, y'all try Hawaiian Punch Blue. It's Berry Blue Typhoon. It is delicious, and I've been drinking way too much of that this week, unfortunately. I'm addicted to this stuff.
What's it called?
It's Hawaiian Punch Blue. It's Hawaiian Punch Berry Blue Typhoon.
Uh, Sounds like you're writing a song in the making. Are we going to hear it being played next week?
Yeah,
Kapow!
maybe this weekend. You can find them in the juice mix aisles. They're in the little boxes. It's they're I think eight of them come in a package. One package of one little 8 of them come in a thing, and then one of those can make 16 ounces. You don't need to add any sugar or anything to it.
Uh, uh, why is YouTube doing that to me? So hold on. Trying to bring this up. Lady D's like, slow down on that, Mike, only because of the dyes. Look it up. Yeah, is your Hawaiian Punch red? It might be that number, red dye that they just canceled.
Yeah, I did have a couple of them. I threw them out. This one's blue, but yeah, man, the dyes. Oh, dang it! You're all spoiling my fun. I guess this is gonna be my last glass of that. Then and I'll just put the rest of this stuff back in my other preps for when there's nothing else and I gotta use that.
Well, you heard of that world famous group called the Blue Man Show, right? Rumor has it they drink blue Hawaiian Punch.
Yeah.
Oh,
And lady's like, sorry, that's what my kids told me too. Oh, so yeah, she went straight to the experts. Donna like Lottie's like, Mike is going to turn into a Smurf. uh,
Donald
yeah,
Letty, I gotta say that sounds Smurfy.
yeah. As long as he doesn't turn into Grumpy Smurf, but if he turns blue, he might. Yeah. So there's a lot of recalls out there. I know Lady D probably wants to hear them, but you know what, Lady D? Look them up, damn it. There's way too many.
Oh, Lady D, did you find that Dr. Pepper Blackberry yet? Another Smurf movie coming out? How many of them are they gonna make?
A lot.
Now, it's like the Saw movies, I guess. If they keep making money, they'll just keep making the sequels to them.
Yeah. You know how I told everybody, travel at your own risk?
Yeah.
Well, News Nation is reporting there's a Michigan couple is going to be detained in Mexico for at least 6 months. Dun, dun, dun. Check out News Nation, find out why. I almost guarantee they showed up with one way and then they can't get back to the U.S. because they don't have the proper documentation. Yeah. So your vacation turned out to be 6 months. Let's see. This could be squatters in their house when they get back, so they won't own their house. Their bills are going to be late. They're going to lose their jobs. All because they wanted to go spend a freaking week or a weekend in I don't know, some freaking Mexican resort. It ain't worth it. And they're what? They're going to come back and they're going to have freaking Zika, and they're going to have freaking the pox and COVID and whatever else is out there, most likely.
Did
Keep it
they say
on it.
why?
They'll be back in 6 months.
Did
Man,
they say why they got detained? What did they do?
that's why I said go check out News Station. They will tell you.
Um,
A lot of these stories are long, and I had to cut 15 minutes out of the show since I was kind of freaking late. So, unfortunately, I'm having to cut like the recall stuff. There's way too much. Coca-Cola has a recall. Coffee has a recall. I mean, whoo. And did you know there's a right way to drink coffee when you're fasting?
I don't
And that's
drink any of that when I'm fasting. All I drink when I'm fasting is water.
ooh, ooh. Do you ever take vitamin D with your other medications?
No.
Okay, well, go check out Money Talks News. Obviously, they got a PhD person on their staff because their title is What to Know Before Mixing Vitamin D with Other Medications. Well,
I'm only
if
on.
vitamin D is bad for you, it should have a warning label like all other freaking prescribed medicines. Do not take with other drugs. Where's the recall on vitamin D? Because they don't have that warning on there. Come on, FDA, get off your ass. Don't make trusts get up and do your job. Jeez.
I'm only on 2 medications, and I will tell you this: I really miss eating grapefruit. I loved grapefruit, but I can't have it because it dissipates the medication.
Donald Lettuce says, no, no, as long as you don't become a Smurfette. Ooh, trans Smurf. She
Smurf
just
that.
yeah, well, there's only men and
Oh,
women
Daddy,
genes
that's so.
as humans, but, maybe Smurfs do have more than just two genes. Well,
Daddy,
wait.
that's so Smurfy.
There you go. The world seen it. The first trans Smurf. There
No,
you go. Get a, get a closer look. Look, I think he's turning blue.
uh, you can you can actually turn blue from what is that stuff, the colloidal silver or something, taking too much of that.
I have no idea. I don't take it. I already got enough freaking microplastics in my body. Why would I want silver in my body too? Think about it. Dun dun dun. No, not really. I got enough freaking silver in my teeth. I don't need any more silver. If my body needs it, I'll just make my teeth crack and freaking drop some of that silver down into my digestive system and go from there. So I saw a new warning on mainstream media. It was one of those three-letter agencies. You know which ones I'm talking about. They had a show talking about a lot of our fish in the ocean are contaminated with microplastics. So if you're getting some of that free, seafood fish, be careful because you could be feeding your brain the microplastics that you don't want going to your brain. And you know why that happens? Causes dementia and all the other stuff going on around everywhere.
Oh, great! Because yesterday I had shrimp, potatoes, sausage, and mussels and corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob.
Yeah, I put a pic of it on my community page.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, there's one I need to download and let y'all listen to. Let's see. What am I gonna forget to delete? Yeah, delete that one. I got plenty of them. And I don't play Jeff Goldblum anymore, so yeah, I was going through certain things and doing some old time radio show stuff. There's quite a bit of it free, copper free, royalty free on the internet, and the commercials I'm playing today are all on they're royalty free and copyright free. I could tell you where to
Thank
get
you.
them if you want.
Thank you, Lady D. Yeah, I'm not too much of a mussels person either, but I had them and I ate them. I'd rather do some clams. But the mussels are good, but you have to develop a taste for them because when I first started having them, I didn't like them. But not that I like them now. Hey Zed, how
Uh,
you doing?
yeah. Well, if I want muscles, I go to the gym and work out. That's all I gotta say. I don't become a cannibal. No, 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 no. Okay, so you've heard the phrase before. If you don't learn from history, we'll be doomed to history repeat itself.
Oh yeah.
Okay, get a load this announcement. And this was a radio announcement back then. I think it's under 2 minutes. I think it's only like a minute or so. Here
Is
you
this
go, people. Huh?
is it Paul Harvey if I were the devil?
Nope. Now, listen to this one. You'll see what I'm talking about once you start hearing it. Here you go.
There's a common phrase that's being kicked around in your house and mine more and more every day, and that is high cost of living. Sound familiar? I'll bet it does. I'm sure you've heard Mother and Dad mention it more often than once, and you will undoubtedly hear it many more times as the days go by. Now, just in case you're hazy on exactly what it means, let me give you a rough idea. It means that the cost of your clothes and food has gone up to a point where the family budget has become somewhat strained. Well, that's one of those things. And you can't be expected to increase the family income. But there are some things you can do to help. For instance, take better care of your clothes. When you come home from school, change into old clothes before you go out to play. Take care of your health, because doctors and medicines are expensive. Eat well, but don't waste. Take your full share, but eat all you take. Try not to ask Mother and Dad to buy you things you don't actually need. Make the best and the most of what you've got. Try to be more than usually careful of your school equipment, such as paper, pencils, and so forth. Make them last and go as far as you possibly can. Remember that all members of a family must pull together at a time like this. So do your share.
So when your kids ask you for those new tennis shoes that are $1,200, you tell them they got to do their share and wear their freaking slippers to school. Yeah, yeah. Don't
$1,200 for tennis
say.
shoes?
And we used to hear from, of course, we heard it from Kennedy. Ask not what you could do for what your country could do for you, but what you can do for your country. Now it's like, now we got to change that to ask not what your parents could do for you, but what you could do for your parents. That's what you need to get this Generation Z and ABC. I can't count to 3 generations freaking and show them that they need to start doing their share and pulling the weight. Help mom and dad out. It's kind of expensive out there. Yeah.
Look at what Lady D posted about the trains and the subways.
Hey, Tom. Good morning. Good to see you. They had
Morning,
that
Tom. How
poster
you
around the
doing?
subway and train stations. Yep. Freeloaders. Yeah, those kids, they are freeloaders. They expect you to feed them, to clothe them, to board them. And what do they bring to the table? They won't even take the garbage out. What the flock? I think the parents need to go back to old school. Have a switch right by your chair. Do it do it the Archie Bunker way. Just beat meathead with a stick. Yeah. Because I'm more, I liked Archie Bunker, but I'm more the 70s show type dad. Dumbass.
Red Foreman, yeah.
Yeah. Saying I didn't even hit about the cell phones. Yeah. No. No. But, yeah.
Yeah, I just de-iced my freezer down in the basement this morning. That was a pain in the you know what.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to bring up this health conscious one. Okay, this is coming from familyminded.com. Familyminded.com. Stories by Mary Austin. She posted about 3 weeks ago, but it's finally hitting the freaking mainstream media because, they got other things more important. The fake news about Bernie, the lies that Schumer had to put out there, stuff the AOC is trying to act like she's smart, and we all know she's dumber than freaking Hillary Clinton's freaking relatives, to include her kids. Yep. But the title is 5 U.S. states where drinking water quality has fallen below standards. Yeah. Let's see if they mention the states. Yeah. You know what's wrong with our drinking water? Yeah. You get out of the faucet and you got to turn around, still boil it, filter it, boil it again, filter it again, and then maybe it's good enough to put in the toilet. That's the way I see it. So let me flick through this. Oh, yeah. Let's go visit this state. It's nice and sunny. You can go walk the mountains and get attacked by a cougar or a mountain lion, or, if it's winter, you can get lost in that avalanche. Yeah, I'm talking about California. Yeah, where they tax you to breathe and they tax you for everything else because, Newsom needs the freaking money so he can buy property and pretend it's, state owned, but it's actually his. Yeah. Wait till the California.
Super Dave says you're part King of the Hill too. And Lady D, if you like the King of the Hill show, I got good news. Mike Judd said he's going to be he's been thinking about redoing it, so I think they're in the works of making a new one now. Hey, Vote for Pedro, how you doing?
Yeah. Well, I don't agree with this one, but I will agree with it because of the blue freaking cities. We got most of these counties in there. But number 4 is Texas. And it's like the straining water supplies are leading to concerns about treatment capacity and potential contamination from industry activity. The 2021 Texas Commission of Environmental Quality reported and identified 515 public water systems violating health standards for various contaminants. And almost all of them are around blue cities. Think about that one. Yeah. Oh, number 4, I guess Beach Army's not here. She's hiding out. Number 3 is Florida. Well, we already knew that's going to be underwater eventually, and the fish already got the microplastics, so why not the people? Yeah. Number 2 is Arizona. Go figure. They barely got any water, and what they do have, it's contaminated. Let's see if it's going to show me number 1. Oh, number 1. Hey, look at that. We share the love, even this northern state, Ohio. Yeah, it's pretty bad when they're showing these big igloo freaking things that say water lab and they're testing the water there. Yeah. Oh, wait, they got more. I guess it was more than the top 5, but the list said 5. Okay, the next one is Illinois. Ooh, another northern one. Yeah, your water's not that great. Hey, look at that. Now, this one explains Craig the Hunter perfectly. Louisiana. Yeah. They're showing his house by the lake, too. Yeah. Oh, Lady D. Oh, yeah, you probably want to move. You better come back down to Texas. Just don't move to a blue city and you're good. New Jersey. Yeah, New Jersey. Yeah. Well, here you go. Just because the grass and the trees look green doesn't mean the water's safe. Virginia. Huh. This one is, must be because of all the rat species in the water, but New York, got all that water over there, but it's all contaminated and not good for you. Remember, this is from familyminded.com. I'll report it. I don't confirm it. Oh, here's another one. Well, you could probably blame it on all the environmental stuff from hurricanes to the fires that are going on in North Carolina. There you go. East Coast getting involved. Hey, here's another one. This explains AB completely. Georgia. Yeah, he'd been drinking too much of that water. He forgets to boil it. Huh? And here's another one. This explains it. Yeah. Pennsylvania. No wonder they're acting all wacky. They keep dumping all their drug paraphernalia in the water. And this one, to me, makes no sense, but it must be coming from the volcano. Washington. Yeah. Yeah. And that's, I guess, the top 20, because that was more than 5, like the thing said. But that story is about 3 weeks old. It's just being reported now, and I don't hold completely bases on it. But when I was looking at the one on Texas, yeah, most of all those counties that are affected were around the blue cities. I'm surprised they didn't have Detroit in there. You know. Lady says our water is like brown and green in spots. I'm not drinking that or swimming in it. Oh, come on, Lady D. Get yourself a little bit of environmental contamination. Who knows? You could be the first one to evolve into the new subspecies of what's Ted TV say? Mermaids? Yeah, yeah. There you go. Hey, Bopa Pedro. Good morning. Good to see you. Mike B is saying it's 43. Feels like 27 with the wind. Well, I don't know what the temperature is here. It's 65 currently. It's supposed to get up to 70, almost 80. But we did have rain, expected more rain later, and yeah.
Yeah, our rain's gonna start tonight, and then it's gonna rain Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Ooh, fun, fun. But I bet you're not going to have rain like they did in South Texas yesterday. Harlingen, down deep South Texas, received 22 inches. They had so many water rescues. Yeah, they had to call in fire department from other counties to try to respond to assist. That whole freaking town was like underwater. Yeah, I guess Harlingen's, well, it's definitely contaminated now with that much water because it was one big ass river. But yeah. Yeah, Donna's like, our water comes from underground mountain stream. It tastes great. Less spilling. Tastes great. You know why it's less spilling? There ain't microplastics in it. Yeah, there you go. Now you figured it out. You want something with no microplastics? I guess you got to drink the silver bullet. Hey, I'm just guessing. Ask a professional drunk or bartender, or your professional medical professional. They'll tell you if there's microplastics in the silver bullet.
Yeah, because with those floods and that happen, besides just them just ruining stuff, it gets in all the with all the sewage and everything, and that gets contaminated with everything else too.
Yeah.
Oh, these spam callers all morning.
Yep, I already had one today also, so. Yeah, vote for Pedro. Gun range fever. Dun dun dun. Where's it at? Oh, I can't think of.
And they never leave messages. They only leave messages if it's somebody that's reputable and not a spam call.
What? I don't answer my phone. I just let it go to voice message. If they leave a message,
Oh, I don't answer it either. I let it go to the answering machine. I just wanted to mute it so you guys didn't have to hear my phone ringing. Hello, Teresa DeMalt. How you doing? Good morning.
yeah,
Happy Friday.
Teresa. I can't find it. Oh man. I'm going to see. The purposely mention the recalls to see if the AI is going to start posting them again. If there was a big Coca-Cola recall and the coffee recall too, so I guess some of the decaf coffees were labeled or something or another, so they don't want people that only drink decaf to drink caffeinated coffee. Like drinking caffeine's going to kill you, please.
That sounds great, Vote for Pedro, that you're more secure. Tom, you have a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.
Okay, here's one. This is going to be a little bit funny. You ready? This is from the Independent. They posted this about 7 hours ago. The Independent's reporting the U.S. officials went door to door in Greenland to find anyone who wanted to be visited by the Vances. They found no one. No one, if they would have said the Trumps, they probably would have gotten freaking almost everybody wanted to visit with the Trumps. But the Vances, no. Yeah. Okay, this is coming from Insider. The person who wrote the article says, I tried 6 different brands of cottage cheese to find the best one to buy.
I love cottage cheese with green olives. Hey, Tom, again, trading cards. Good morning.
You know what happens when you have cottage cheese? The same thing as cabbage.
You worked too hard, you ate too much, the cheesecake made you greedy. Let your aching head and stomach hear this message from old Speedy.
No one in chat likes cottage cheese. Come
Hey,
on.
Tommy Gunn. See, that's why I get along with him. Hey, Teresa DeMouth. How you doing? See, Tommy Guns knows better. He knows what's good for you. Cottage cheese now. It's curdled milk. Please. Wanted bad milk, then I'd pour that in my cereal. No.
Cottage cheese with chives and green olives with a little sprinkle of Italian dressing and black pepper. That stuff is delicious.
Life with Bobby, yeah. You don't count.
Thank you. Good morning, Life with Bobby. Thank you. At least one person in chat likes cottage cheese.
She's a butt kisser. Yeah, I'd rather drink buttermilk too, and I don't really like buttermilk either. Super Dave wants to know, Trust, what's worse, cottage cheese, cabbage, or the big PS? What's the big PS? I don't know. I don't know what you talk about when you put PS in there, so. Exactly, Tommy. Buttermilk is only good for ranch dressing. Yep. Oh, no, I'll survive pumpkin spice. I'll snort that versus freaking cottage cheese or the cottage cheese.
If someone gave you like 50,000 to eat cottage cheese, then okay. I'm telling you, you all don't know what you're missing with the cottage cheese. It's delicious.
Yeah. See, if you're willing to eat cottage cheese for 50 grand, that means you'd willing to suck a dick for 50 grand too. But see, he's choking on it. He's just thinking about 50 grand, really?
Oh my God.
He's testing his gag reflexes out now. I gag eat cottage cheese. There's no way a dick's coming near my mouth. Hey, this is an adult show. It's not made for kids, so. It didn't go left. We're trying to get away from the left. You keep forgetting we did have Camilla as the lost member of the administration for 4 years. So think about it.
Well, I guess it's only me in Life with Bobby that likes the cottage cheese. Everyone else doesn't like it.
Yeah, you go ahead and make it all you want. You never leave the state there, Pedro. You try to bring that across state lines.
Ugh,
I'll contact
haggis.
immigration and they'll deport your ass to freaking. You can start selling that and doing favors at night in that Venezuelan jail that they got everybody else in. Yeah,
Haggis,
yeah.
haggis and cottage cheese, and we'll give him a nice icy cold diet Coke to wash it down with.
Well, at least you didn't say Bud Light because I know that's your favorite.
Oh, ugh, no.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I know who your neighbor is. They haven't made a Bud
Ew.
Light commercial in a while since everybody freaking got woke. So yeah.
Yeah, Teresa, I do put cottage cheese, and I also put ricotta cheese when I make my lasagnas. Yeah, that's something I haven't made in a while. Maybe I'll make one of them next weekend.
That's disgusting. Come on, Recalls, where you at? There's even some at Costco, and I don't even shop at Costco. We don't even have a Costco's here. I think Costco's are only in blue cities and counties. Here's something for the New York Post, and I know you trust this one, Mike. So go check out the New York Post. It says drinking soda changes the way your body absorbs sugar. Dun dun dun.
Chat is making me hungry right now, and I already had my breakfast. Making me hungry. I would never ever do such a thing like that to any of you.
Yeah, right. Hey, if you really want to know about food, go to tastyfoodstories.com. Tastyfoodstories.com. 13 common American foods that are surprisingly bad for your health. I guarantee you, cabbage, cottage cheese, pumpkin spice are on those lists. Go check out tastyfoodstories.com to find out. I wonder how many of those foods are on Mike B's Cooking with Mike B's dinner list. I'm gonna take a peek. Uh oh, that's one. Oh, that's two. Oh, that's Lady D's. That's three. Four.
Thank you, Lady D. Yeah, I am looking forward to having that later for dinner.
Oh, five. Wow. Five of the 13. Mute. Bo Pedro is a sucker for most pasta. Okay, I see it. Let me find my thing now. So let's look at the news. I'm trying to find these recalls. I mean, there was really a lot of them. I want to remember the Coca-Cola and the coffee ones. But of course, you know why the coffee, for one. So it's time for food. Porn with Mike B.
Dinner tonight: chicken thighs with au gratin potatoes and a Dr Pepper. Teresa, that does sound good. I never. I do have. maybe I'll do that tonight. I got paprika. Yeah, I'm gonna have a paprika chicken thighs tonight. Then that's a good idea.
Paprika thighs.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Thanks.
It's gonna go straight to your hips, man.
Thank you, Local Pedro.
I think I'm just gonna do the old Italian thing. That's spaghetti. I'll make some homemade tomato sauce.
And don't forget the spicy and the meatballs.
I learned how to make spaghetti sauce by watching a certain movie. Can you guess which one? It's Godfather. Paprika says that's my stage name. Don't make me freaking tell him yours, you gobbler. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh,
It's
Lady D's burgers and ribbon fries for dinner. Well, I'm gonna let you know, Lady D. One of the 13 unhealthy foods was hamburgers. So tonight you're feeding your family unhealthy food. Yeah, but
sounds
that's okay.
delicious.
Give them a nice tall glass of that New Jersey water too. Add those microplastics to the dinner. What the hell? They're doomed
Sounds
from the start.
delicious, Lady D. And no, I haven't tried the honey Dijon chicken yet. I'll have to look into that too. Oh man, you're all making me hungry.
Hungry, are you?
Yeah, and I had a big breakfast too.
What'd you have for breakfast?
I had three hot dogs with tater tots and some leftover. I don't want to say because I'll get picked on. Some corned beef and cabbage and a Dr Pepper. But I
Yeah,
had to finish it.
no wonder your gag reflexes were a little choked up this morning. All those dogs.
There's only a little bit left. I had to finish it. I didn't want it to go to waste. No, she said, Lady D says it's turkey meat today.
Let's see, it's processed meat. There you go. That's one of the 13 unhealthy foods in America. Yep. There you go. See, either way, you're not going to win, Lady D, not with me having this list of 13 unhealthy American foods that people eat. Dun, dun, dun. But you know what wasn't on the list? Spaghetti with homemade tomato sauce and some home-style garlic bread. Mmm.
Oh yeah, vote for Pedro. Back in the day, when I was younger, I did the ramen noodle diet with the bologna diet, and cheese was a luxury if you could get it, but it was just ramen and bologna sandwiches for the longest time.
That sounds good. Top sirloins, Ed. Is your cat still having a bad day? I'd have a bad day, so be cutting my balls off.
Well,
That poor
Pedro's
cat.
making cod, Brussels sprouts, and baked potatoes tonight. Oh, I love Brussels sprouts, vote for Pedro. They're delicious.
I've never had Brussels sprouts. So I can't, you know, really pick on them yet. On you for that vote, Pedro. But here's the story behind Brussels sprouts that I know. Normally, most people that love Brussels sprouts are really wanting Rocky Mountain oysters. Dun dun
Uh,
dun.
no thanks. I don't want any of that stuff. Ugh, no. Ugh.
Well, Pedro's like, maybe I'm going to cut out the Brussels sprouts. There may be a little truth to what Tress is saying about Brussels sprouts now. Dun dun dun.
Lady D says tomorrow will all be spaghetti. And yeah, the penne is really good too. I mean, when you make the sauce, who made it a rule that you have to use spaghetti? Use penne. You can use the what are those things called? I'd like the bow tie pastas or even elbow macaroni if you want, or the twisty elbow macaroni.
The well Pedro says he don't like oysters. Obviously, he doesn't know what Rocky Mountain oysters are. They're not oysters. They just call them that.
Yeah, Pulpa Pedro. You want me to tell him, or do you want to tell him?
No, you can tell them, Mike, all you want. You're the gourmet
They're
cook.
Pulpa Pedro. Rocky Mountain oysters are bull testicles.
Yeah. Just don't talk about it in front of Bob. He's having a bad day still. He had his you know, snipped. But he is being spoiled. He does have his couch up in his own private little fireplace. If you don't believe me, go check out Zeb's videos at Zeb's place because, yeah, they're pretty cool. And he's
I think Super Dave just broke cottage cheese for me. Oh, smothered cat.
yeah, it covers up the crunchy feeling of the microplastics from the oysters. Now, here's a hint for you parents and grandparents that can't get your kids or grandkids to eat Brussels sprouts. Bread them and fry them and tell them they're fried mushrooms. Till they take that first bite, then they're going to know it's not fried mushrooms.
Yeah, I boil or steam my Brussels sprouts, and sometimes I'll cut them in half and I'll season them and put butter on them and that.
You know, we have our own strange weird stuff we eat here. We eat deep fried Snickers bars. Mmm. You got to come down to Dallas and they have the World's Fair and try some of the deep fried stuff. You'd be surprised. There's stuff out there that you never knew about. The deep fried rattlesnake's awesome.
I've had deep fried dill pickles, and I had deep fried butter. That stuff was really good.
Oh, you haven't had the fried Snickers? Oh, it's so freaking amazing. The only thing better than deep fried Snickers are the freaking Snickers ice cream bars. Oh, I love those Snickers ice cream bars. I just hate the cost. That place says Brussels and aluminum foil with butter on the grill. That's usually how I do my fish. So maybe I could sneak in a couple of Brussels and, blend it in with the fish. I won't know. Now I'll notice.
Good morning, Be Charming.
There she is, the one that's been missing. She's here. She finally woke up from her late morning nap. Oh, were you in the bath? Scrubbing with your loofahs. Come on, B. Tell us a story. How you doing? We're doing fine. I'm trying to see. Is that an airplane or is that a squirrel with a nut? I can't tell. Teresa DeMille. So, Be Charming, congratulations. Did the grandbaby finally come? Or is she still in labor? That's the first thing I need to do because I know the last time we talked that she was heading to the hospital. Still waiting to see what B says. Is she a great grandmommy yet or not? And he's amazing. Awesome. Congratulations, Be Charming.
Congratulations, B. Yes, the only thing I don't do the Brussels sprouts in aluminum foil. I'll make my fresh asparagus in them though. I might give that a shot this summer though.
See, B, I listen even though it doesn't seem like I'm listening. Same thing with Mike. He's talking. I pretend like I don't listen, but I really do listen. I just do it to aggravate him every once in a while. What'd you say, Mike?
Hey, so chat, everyone. I don't know what happened. Trust. I think we lost Trust. He's not talking right now. So, what do you? Oh, we already covered the dinner thing. No, up pieces. Thanks for asking.
You can't hear me?
Put a one in chat if I'm messing with you. I can hear you.
Well, I got the ultimate. Hold on. Yeah. Make sure you vacuum and dust while you're back there, buddy. And use it for breeze. There you go. You can't do that to me, buddy. Yeah, exactly. But yeah. So for breakfast this morning, um, I slept so good last night. I finally kicked myself in the rear with my cowboy boots, and I went in and made Chef Kicker's pancakes, and I had half the pan already, so it was awesome. And I was like, "What's so special about that?" It's like she showed me a special way to make them in a pan, and you bake them. You don't put them on top of the oven or a pan or anything like that. You bake them. And
I never heard of
I
baked
can't pass on
pancakes.
the ingredients that she told me to put in there, but it's awesome. And I made it, and I enjoyed breakfast while thinking about her and doing my thing. So thank you again, Chef. That's a wonderful way, and I still have leftovers that I'm freezing, so I can have tomorrow. Dun dun dun. I'll let you know. Yeah, no pumpkin spice was added to the mixture. I'm just letting you know now. I clarify because we know the people up in Canada, like Marshmallow Head, uses pumpkin spice on their pancakes. Get that right, Fluffy. Oh, Fluffy, you better say hello, be charming. She's gonna start calling you names. She's gonna throw a loofah at you. So, no big plans for this weekend, there, Mike.
Yeah, my biggest thing I wanted to take care of was cleaning my freezer, but I decided to do that this morning. So I gotta. Well, if I do want to pick up the sticks in the backyard, but it's supposed to rain, so I just roll cigarettes and make some cooking videos. I guess I can't do nothing without the weather cooperating. Oh yeah, I gotta clean my phone later too. How about you? What do you got going on this weekend?
I have no clue. I know I'm gonna do a water run today. Oh, hold on. Here you go. USA Today is reporting Coca-Cola recall due to possible plastic contaminations. I'm clicking on this one. They're finally, AI's a little slow this morning. Must be the storms that everybody says that I made up, but it's affected everybody. So the recall affects over 10,000 cans of Coca-Cola because they may be contaminated with a foreign object, plastic. The FDA did not mention any injuries or illnesses in connection with the recall, but they are recalling. So if you bought some Coke, you may want to check the FDA website and see. Most of it involves 12-ounce cans in Illinois and Wisconsin. So I guess you're safe if you're outside, but I'd still check just to be on the safe side. Maybe they know something we don't know. They have plastic and everything else. So why are they only recalling in these two states? That's all I want to know. So that's the Coca-Cola recall. Let's see if the coffee one's going to pop up. Yeah, they've been doing that since the beginning of the year because they finally decided to check the pet food, mainly cat food for some reason. But yeah, good morning, Bopa Pedro. How you doing, brother? Hope you enjoy your Rocky Mountain oysters today that you have for lunch. And yeah. Oh wow! I just saw this one. This is coming from SNnews.com. SNnews.com. I think this is from Europe. Egg smuggling source of fentanyl seizures drop. So they don't want the drugs no more. They want the eggs. Oh, according to American Public Radio Network, U.S. Customs Services noted an increase in egg smuggling across borders, while the number of fentanyl seizures, an issue frequently highlighted by Donald Trump, is decreasing. So I wonder if they found a way to put the fentanyl in the eggs. You get a double whammy.
Teresa says plastic is good for you, sticks to your thighs. Look what that Donna Lottie wrote, trust.
Yes, I know she was. So it may be kind of weird to say, but I did hold a conversation with her in case she was listening. Pretty early in the morning, so I don't know if she was awake or not. She's probably resting up, sleeping in late or something. Hell, for all I know, she's still sleeping and busy all night, partying up there. So we never know. But hey, say talking to yourself or others like your imaginary friends is healthy for you. Shows you sign of intelligence. Well, maybe I'm talking to aliens from across the universe. You never know. And you can go to USA Today if you want to see what states can see the partial solar eclipse. Well, I know if you're in Africa, you're going to be able to see the total solar eclipse. It's going to be completely nighttime for a minute, around 4 minutes long. But if you go to the Herringer of what the Bible and other ancient scrolls tell you, this is a warning for things to come. So I wouldn't pass it by that the Middle East kind of blows up a little bit more during this weekend. Things going on. Okay, go to Spatula Desserts. Spatula Desserts for 18 grocery store foods that sound healthy but are bad for you. I'm not even going to open that one because I don't want to see him say that the steak tips are in there because that'll be BS. And of course, this weekend, AccuWeather is reporting that storm threat ramps up across the Midwest.
Lady D, are you going to get all that rain that we're going to get this weekend too?
Yeah, since we're talking about the water supply, hey, check out Delish.com. Delish.com. Scientists found a scary link between tap water and cancer. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, think about it. I think the only thing I really use my tap water for, besides taking a shower, is washing dishes and wash your clothes. That's it. I use bottled water when I brush my teeth. Old habit I've had since all the deployments I did. We always had non-potable water that we had to use to take showers with. And if you're never in the military and never understood how we got our water supply, we get non-potable water in these big old giant bladders that would sit outside these trailers or the shower tents that we had. And the sun would beat on these bladders all day long. That'd be hotter than a freaking water hose in the middle of August in Texas. And that stuff would not cool down till about 11, 12 o'clock at night. So you had super blaring hot water. So, that's why the military invented the 3-minute showers. You get wet, turn it off, you soap up, rinse off, dry off. It wasn't because they're saving water, even though that is the added benefit. It's because the water's so freaking hot, you're boiling your skin off your freaking back anytime you turn the shower on. Those bladders are freaking kill you. And then, of course, it frees your, tatas off in the winter because the sun when come up to heat the bladders. So, yeah.
She was gonna get rain Saturday, and then it moved to Wednesday. Yeah, Lady D, it's gonna rain all weekend here.
Yeah, a lot of people's animals been passing or aging prematurely. Unfortunately, I believe it is with the food. That's why, I don't have any pets, but I have switched most of, my kids both have dogs, two each, and yeah, I made them go more El Natural. I can't remember the name on one of them, but the other one uses the farmer's dog food. So I joke around with him because the dogs eat so much, and he gets the fresh food that he has to keep refrigerated until you feed it to him. So yeah. And my daughter-in-law has learned how to make doggy treats at home on natural stuff. So yeah. Yeah, and the sad part about Pedro, all those pet products are unhealthy. They keep forgetting there's old people out there. And I'm pretty sure most of these were for the Great Depression ones, but they'll eat cat food, sometimes dog food, because the nutrients on there are a whole lot better than the canned foods that we have in ours. They keep forgetting some of those people. They need to put those labels on there. May contain plastics and all the other warnings. So, I don't know. My son's still on the carnivore diet, and he's realizing how much it costs for all the beef that he's going through. Don't get me wrong, he feeds it to his dogs too, but hey. Hey, Ginger Ninja, good to see you. A long time. You're in the garden. Dun dun dun. I don't hear no rooster. Cock cock a doodle 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 doodling. Yeah, they're still trying to leave. Uh, yeah, we have relatives like that too. B. Ooh, loaded nachos. Hopefully they're not reheated nachos. Well, I'll have to contact 10 TV. Let her know you haven't reheated nachos.
ADD, you should have taken a pic of it and put it up on your community page.
Yeah, I haven't made nachos in a long time. I used to stack everything on it. Except guacamole and cabbage or pumpkin spice. Yep, none of those.
Morning, Ginger Ninja. How you doing?
They're still not talking about the coffee. They finally brought the Coca-Cola one, but they didn't bring the coffee recall one up. It's a weird brand, but I think they sell it at Walmart. That's the reason I wanted to talk about that one. But here's the unique thing about this total eclipse that's going to be in Africa and a couple other places. I think part of Canada is going to be able to see the total eclipse instead of a partial. And that is, yeah, the moon's actually going to turn red. It's going to block out the whole sun on the total eclipse part. And the moon's going to be blood red during that time. So it's like a 2-for-1 type thing. Of course, you won't see that if you got bad storms, a lot of clouds, pollen. Texas is sitting everywhere thanks to the west sending it to us. But yeah, just remember, it is a how do you say Herringer? I can't say that word. I haven't had my coffee and I haven't gotten a hit to brew it. So
Yeah, B, we've been having a little bit of a tater tot shortage here too, because Wally World sometimes they'll have the 5 pound bag and then they'll have the little pound bag, and then sometimes they won't have them all. They won't even have the Oriya ones.
Oh, I did see a news story today. It was off mainstream media. They're reporting that there's a place just outside of LA that's all desert. The garbage trucks have been illegally dumping their garbage in the desert, and they showed pictures, and it was like 2 stories high. Yeah, it was quite a few acres. It was covered too, and they tried to interview 2 ladies, saying that's a favorite place to walk. But yeah, you could tell these 2 ladies hadn't walked in a long time, except to the refrigerator and back down to the couch to watch the view.
I think
So
B wants.
that should give you a visual of what they look like. They haven't walked in a long time, so yeah.
I think B wants to know when the eclipse is happening.
Supposedly it's not our time because it's only a partial. But I believe it's supposed to be 12 noon during the time when you cross the full total eclipse thing. Is supposed to be 12 noon, period of 4 minutes, and that's going to cover the parts of um, possibly Canada. It's best of the U.S. The U.S. is only getting partial, and I think Europe is getting the total. Africa's getting the total, and I can't remember the other country that's getting the total. And that is tomorrow.
I'll be right back.
Oh, you saw the one from McAllen? Yep. Yep. I was talking about that. 22 inches of freaking water. They probably hold the record at Guinness. When the Guinness is going to have to go back and look at as many water rescues they had to do. They probably hold the record on water rescues. It's a big ass river. That's all it is. Yeah. Yeah. Harbinger. There you go. Harbinger. Thank you. If I can see it, I can pronounce it. If I don't see it, I'm trying to remember how to spell it. I want to say Harbinger, but I know it's not. Yeah, don't forget about the ticks that were in the blankets there, Opa Pedro. Ticks have blood. Yeah, yeah. That's what infected him. I don't know about Alaska. Alaska might get in to a part of it or not. I'm not too sure. No, I'm trying to stretch real quick. Sorry. I'm trying to change from my winter mode to my spring/summer mode here. We're supposed to be in 90 degrees tomorrow. What better way to have a freaking partial/slash total eclipse with blood moon to be in 90 degrees sweating all day? Yeah, yeah. I can almost guarantee you there'll be another excuse for people to freaking firebomb freaking Teslas. But you know what? You're still going to be federally charged. You're still going to go to jail, and you're probably going to stay there a long time. You will not pass go. You will not get off the hook. And yeah, think about it. Almost everybody's talking about the earthquakes in, in Thailand, but okay, if you want to know what places you can go to and which places you can't, go to countrygoing.com. Countrygoing.com. These 15 countries are closing the doors to tourists. And I'll even click on it because I'm still waiting for the copy recall to come on. Of course, check with your travel agent. The country of Bhutan, Japan, Venice, Italy, Bali, Indonesia, Amsterdam, Netherlands, Thailand, New Zealand, Norway. Oh, they even have Hawaii on there. But they are saying that Hawaii is tightening its tourism policies, so they're introducing new fees too. Yeah, follow the money. Oh,
I'm back.
welcome back. Sorry, I'm fighting with my computer. Oh, my mouse doesn't work. I guess you're gonna have to go to that freaking website I gave you and go check it out because I can't get the rest of the names up. Yeah. Or maybe he parked a Cybertruck near you because he looked at you and go, "Yeah, she looks like she'll firebomb my vehicle. I need a new one anyway." Dun dun dun. Not saying that she looked like that, but some neighbors you just don't know because you might know somebody, you might talk to them for years, and yet you don't know what they really are. Think about all the interviews they have. I can't believe he just seemed not that good. He couldn't have been, that way. He was such a nice guy.
Yep, I've seen so many of those interviews with the neighbors. Yeah.
Yeah. Go back and listen to the interviews of the neighbors from Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah. All the people he ate. Nobody thought he was a cannibal. Not till afterwards. Think about it. Just when you think you know your neighbor, you don't know your neighbor. Now you know why I'm trusting God first, because he doesn't go back on his word. He could change his mind if he wants to or delay things, but he still keeps his word when. And if you go on YouTube and look, there's a lot of people freaking talking about this freaking solar eclipse and what it means, and the world's going to end, and the rapture's going to start the moment the freaking the sun goes away. No. Everybody's misconcepting the rapture. You can read the rapture. The very beginning of the rapture says the people that have died and had Christ in them are the first when he resurrects. And everybody's like, well, I believe in Christ. He's going to rapture me. No, he's talking to people already passed away and are waiting for their souls to go up. So think about it. Find in the Bible where it says, because you're living, Jesus is going to rapture you up right off the bat. The first statement is the people that have died. And if you're still living, you're not one of the ones in the first. You're not going to be the ones in priority in first class to go first. I'll tell you that much because even the Pope doesn't tell you that.
It's not going to be like the movies where they do that. Yeah, it's not like that.
Yeah, I remember reading a lot of those freaking stories, Lady D, about the guy who killed his girlfriend thinking she cheated on him. She probably did, little hoe, but, prayers for her and her family. Person shouldn't have to go that way, but, hey. Yeah. So you got to think about it. If you're friends with a neighbor and you go to their house for barbecue stuff, you've been doing it for years. Then one weekend, SWAT team raids, arrest them and all that, and you find out that the news agency was a cannibal. Now you got to go back and think about all the barbecues you went to that person's house. Were you eating somebody? Yeah. So a lot of things to think about. You put in there. Yeah, you got to think about it.
All I could say is I've done some research and I've never personally done any of this, but they talk to the indigenous people and that do practice that stuff, and they say the closest thing people taste like is like pork.
Later, Zed. Tastes like pork.
Yeah. Have a great day, Zed, and a wonderful weekend. Yeah, that the people did the research. They say the closest thing people taste like is pork.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of weird people out there. You gotta remember that.
Remember, today is Friday. I know everyone loves a Friday, and so I hope you all have a great Friday and a wonderful weekend. Hope you're all staying safe, staying warm, staying hydrated. Please drink your water. Don't do what I'm doing and drinking a bunch of that Hawaiian Punch stuff because I gotta stop doing that. You know, and yes, please drink your water and God bless every single one of you.
B. Charm says secrets in the sauce. And look, Don Lawadi even looked it up. She was fact checking me. Yep, the dead in Christ shall rise.
Yep, yep. Be charming, fried green tomatoes movie. Yep.
I don't know. All the bacon I've always fried and eaten, it doesn't taste like pork to me. It tastes like fried bacon. And remember, don't forget to hydrate with your filtered water. So eventually, those microplastics, they're so small, they go immediately into your bloodstream. And where does your blood go? Yeah, it goes to your brain. And then they start attaching to your brain. So think about it. That's why a lot of people have been having a lot of brain problems the last couple of years. And you notice this has picked up more because of the pandemic. Everybody is locked in at home. That's because they're drinking water out of the faucet. B. Charmer says, I love that movie. Which one? The one with Jodie Foster and what's his name playing Hannibal Lecter? There's a cannibal.
Silence of the Lambs. I think she's talking about because we were talking about the secrets in the sauce. I mentioned fried green tomatoes.
No, I know. I'm just messing with B.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah. She could call it Silence of the Hams. Because it tastes like pork.
Silence of the Hams.
All right, Teresa DeMouth, you have a good one. Yeah, I've been stalling. What the heck?
Have a great day, Teresa, and have a wonderful weekend.
BLT does sound good, though. Maybe I'll make grilled cheese for lunch. And no, it's not going to be that Walmart cheese either.
I do like having Walmart cheese once in a while.
Okay, according to RBCUkraine.com, NATO makes statement on U.S. troops withdrawal from Europe. So are they actually finally going to start withdrawing troops from Europe? I say get them all out, bring them back home, and put them in other parts of the freaking world that we need them versus Europe. They've had more than 50 years to be ready. If they're not ready, that's their fault. Okay, because I know we got a lot of Northeasterner people here. This is being reported by People Magazine. Former New England Patriot Matt Stevens has passed away at age 59. He was a beloved son and father. You have to go to People Magazine to read what was the reason he passed away. So. And according to Moon.com, that's Moon, MOON.com, putting a little plug in for the movie The Stand by Stephen King in the book. The worst housing crash in 100 years just started. I don't don't know if it's true or not. I haven't seen prices go down in any way, shape, or form, but hey, I've been seeing financials really kind of jacked up.
Have a great weekend. Vote for Pedro.
So you heard the story about Disney World catching fire, right? People evacuating and panicking and stuff. Have a go to vote for Pedro.
No, I haven't heard that.
Yeah, I just haven't heard the reason why the fire happened in the first place. So I was wondering if anybody knew. Lady D's vote for Pedro. Say from Lady D to get some tacos this weekend. And B Charm saying, Mike, you need to move your mic from your speakers.
Mic from my speakers. I'm on my tablet.
Yeah.
What does it sound like? Does it make different noises?
I thought it was just the wind or something. I figured you're outside making a video while you're live with me too, like you did the other week. He was multitasking that day. To me, it sounds like it's wind or something. So I don't know.
With the when I was on the live stream and I did the thing with the sleet here, give me 1 second. I think it might be that issue. I thought I cleared up that issue, but I'll be right back.
Lady say it's like when you go from underwater to the surface. And Lady Breeze saying it's coming from me. It's not coming from me. Stop trying to blame me, Lady D. Go get 2 glasses of tap water and chug them down. Don't forget a gargle. Want to make sure you get some of those microplastics stuck in your your tonsils. Yeah. Just kidding. Make sure you boil it and let it cool down before you drink it. But you got to drink it after you filter it.
All right, everyone in chat, please let me know if that did the trick.
Well, we'll just wait till Mike B shows up.
I'm here.
Remember, today's news sources have been sponsored unofficially by
Alka-Seltzer, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
Now you know why I cut it off earlier to save it for that moment.
The beach
Kit.
having it stopped snowing here, but this weekend tonight, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we're gonna get rain. And so is that any better? Because I shut that thing off over on the other side of the room. I thought I had it over there because I had issues with this another time, but I thought it was far enough away from the thing. No,
I don't know. I'll be right back. I'll let you run it, Mike. I'm going to mute to see if I'm getting feedback from you.
Okay, Lady D says, your sound is fine, Mike. B. Chairman says, nope. I don't know what it is because I had this, because I was on this other stream a while back and they said something and I didn't know what it was, but I had this fan over in the corner there and I shut that off and it was fine. And then I ended up moving it further over. And yeah, so I'm just gonna have to keep that shut off from now when I go on a live. Don't use your trust fucking on mics. Oh, is it the same issue that happened last time, B? When Trust said something and he was my and it's came from my end or something. Oh, it's only when Trust talks. Oh, maybe it's the same thing that happened last time. Technology, you gotta love it. Lady D says she'll be right back. Hello, Cat Mom. How you doing? Happy Friday.
Meow. Hi, cat mom. Oh, now
I
B Charm's jumping on the Let's Blame Frickin' Trust.
Yeah, I think it's the issue that happened last time is when you talk, it comes on through my thing.
Well, I know it's not me. I'm checking my settings now.
Yeah, it moved. I drop down and come back up, but you're gonna be cutting it soon, aren't you?
Eventually. We can go another 6 hours.
Well, I can drop down and come back up. Just have to give me a minute here, see if that fixes it.
Well, hold on a second. Let me put on some. We're waiting for Mike B music. All right. This is for B Charmin.
Yeah. I wrote a song, I wrote a song, I wrote a song.
I know it's not me, B. I just like picking on you because you're so adorable. You kids finally head out the door? Oh, don't you never mind me, woman. Don't make me go down there and freaking start throwing your loofahs at you. Your kids are out of the house now. You can bring all the loofahs back out. Welcome back, mate.
Hey, so let's see if that did the trick.
Well, I could always play the plop, plop, fizz, fizz. You can think of that one all weekend long there, Lady D. Oh, half a day of school? What the flock? See, the school system knows something's up with this eclipse. So they're sending kids home early. So if anything happens, the school system doesn't get blamed for it. Dun dun dun. That's my hypothesis for the day. Scientists could give hypothesis. I could give a hypothesis too. I agree. Half days are a waste of time, and I don't think these
Oh,
4 day school days are going to be worth anything either. Kids are going to be so tired and burned out.
I never understood. They always had half days on Thursdays. Why not just have a half day on Friday and get, you know what I mean?
Well, they at least leave your grandbaby with you. Okay, I had the baby, Mom. Here you go. We'll be back after the weekend. I need a rest now. Yeah, that's why I tell people don't go get a college education unless you're really an expert on it. But you get a trade. Once you have a skill, nobody could ever take that skill from you unless you use it for bad purposes. Then they could take your license away. Yeah, I never heard of a sanitation department freaking worker uh, get his license revoked from him because he did something naughty to the garbage. Have you, Mike?
No, back in the days of the kings in England and that and stuff, I think it was like the 1500s. The highest paid job back then was the workers that clean out the the public restrooms and stuff. And the reason why they got at such a high wage, I mean, technically they were really rich too, but they ended up not being here because of all the contamination and everything. It was so unsanitary and I can't talk unsanitary, but that's why they got paid so much to do it.
Okay. Okay, that clarified it. I didn't know if you're a grandparent or a great grandparent. I couldn't remember which, so that's why. I remember you're having a new baby in the family. That's awesome. Yeah, Lady D, check out some of the university. I want to say it's like Harvard and a couple of others that opened up scholarships for kids without requirements because they got busted with all those requirements. No, you have to be this, you got to be that. You can only speak Chinese in order to be able to come here on a full ride. Shit like that. That wasn't the real reason, but it might as well have been one of them too. They probably did get busted for. So a lot of schools are starting to open up. But of course, I wouldn't send my kids to any of those liberal schools, no matter what they promise. The free education is just gonna, it's like the Democratic Party. They're drowning. They're dead. I will even say democracy is dead. And the fact the way the Democrats call democracy, because they do a play on words.
Yep. And
So
B has a song request in chat for you.
what?
Hello, Richard. How you doing?
What's the song request? I ain't seen it.
I wrote a song.
Oh no, she was saying that. Hey, Richard Ness, how you doing? No, she was doing that when I was playing the music. When you dropped out, I started playing that song.
Oh! I didn't know.
So there's some universities out there, mainly California, but there's a couple other states that are refusing to not allow transgender people to not participate in women's sports. So take away their funding. Wow. You already got the Walton family there, be charming. And B. Charming says that did fix the issue there, Mike.
You're welcome. So when I come up here from now on, I just have to make sure I turn that fan off. Because after the other issue, I moved it. I thought that did the trick. So I'll just have to shut it off because it's way over on the other side of that other room over here. But I guess my tablet picks it up.
Yeah. It happens. I'm going to go grab my coffee. I'll be right back. After these messages.
After these messages, Trust will be right back. Lady D's using the AC. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna have to be. Well, I'm not gonna put them in right now, but it's gonna be that time to put my air conditioners in. Probably in the next month and a half. I'll have to take care of that. There's a lot of yard work I wanted to do. I wanted to start Monday, but then it was warm this week. Not this weekend, last weekend. I wanted to start doing stuff Monday, but then we ended up getting that sleet and the wintry mix and that, and I couldn't do any of that stuff. So hopefully I can get to that sometime next week. Take care of that. I'm just glad I de-iced that freezer down in the basement. I'm happy about that. I've been, how do you say, procrastinating and putting that off because it was a job and a half, but it's done now, so I'm happy about that.
So now Trust us do intermission service announcement clip. Are you requesting a clip?
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you some breaking news.
Apologies for this interruption, but we have some breaking news.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement. We interrupt this programming to bring you some important messages.
And there's a couple more. I did have a
She said-
Maxwell House one back. We got it downloaded. So
B said she'll be right back. She's getting some hamburger meat for dinner tonight.
who's getting hamburger meat?
B Charming.
Oh, B is.
Yeah, she just decided on burgers for dinner. Now my question is, what's she having with the burgers?
Okay, I definitely got to do this commercial. Let me see if I can add it without having to delete a song or something. I'm going to dedicate this next commercial to Lady Dagger Status because she wanted to do a review on all the popcorn, but her son ate all the popcorn. Can't do no more reviews. What the fuck? So, Lady D, this one's just for you.
Hello, boys and girls. It's me, the Frito Bandito. You know what I heard about you? I heard you want to be a Frito Bandito like me. You too? Then you must sing the Bandito song. Let's sing together. You just follow the bouncing Fritos corn chips bag. Ay, 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 ay. I am the Frito Bandito. Hey, I like Fritos corn chips. I love them, I do. I want Fritos corn chips. I'll get them from you. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, I am the Frito Bandito.
My God.
Oh, she found more popcorn. There you go. You wanted a song to stick to your head. I was saving that
Yeah,
one.
that one's gonna be stuck in my head all weekend. Thanks, Trust.
Yeah. Come on, let's sing it together, Mike. Ay, 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 ay. Lady Dagger Status is a Frito Bandito.
Bandito.
She found popcorn and it stuck in her head. You went to sleep early after having coffee, you see. You're getting up there in age, Lady D. Even remember the Frito Bandito song. You're showing your age. Just think about all those Gen Zs and ABCs and all that. They don't trust you. You're over 30 now. The dinosaur song, which one?
Boom, boom, ecka, lecka, lecka, boom, 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 ecka, lecka, lecka, boom.
Good, Mike. You picked up on it. She was probably singing that while walking home with her coffee from 7-Eleven.
Lady D was singing it yesterday.
You know. Oh
It's
my
work the
God.
dinosaur. Get on the floor. Everyone twerk the dinosaur. Boom, boom, ecka, lecka, lecka, boom, 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 ecka, lecka, lecka, boom.
And of course, CNN's reporting that abandoned vehicles litter flooded streets. And they're talking about McAllen and Harlingen, Texas. Well, you know, the river probably freaking, there was no river there, but the river of water probably floated all these freaking vehicles miles away from where they actually were parked. And the owners are coming out, and after being rescued, they haven't gone home to see where their vehicle is, for one. So they're really not abandoned. They involuntarily moved, CNN. Ooh, here's some financial for you. Oh, freaking Bill Gates. I don't want to see your ass. Okay, this has happened in Japan, so it's probably going to happen here eventually because you know what happens overseas comes over here. Telegraph
Yep.
is reporting Japan to limit cash withdrawals from and bank transfers for elderly people. What the fuck? Why are they picking on the elderly people? You know the young people don't have any money. It's only the elderly, so why are they limiting it? I want to know. I guess I got to go to the telegraph.com to find out why.
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard of some Walmarts in some areas, in certain areas with certain registers, they're not accepting cash.
Yeah.
B's back. Hey B, what are you having with your hamburgers tonight?
I say tater tots.
I say French fries. I prefer tater tots too, but I don't know. I'll have to see what she says.
This is a gift from the Daily Mail. I consider this hilarious. Canada lists 41 U.S. cities that will be hit hardest by trade war. Dear Canada, we don't need any of your shit. And to cover on that part, did you read the story that came out this week? I don't think I read it on here. A lot of Canadians have chosen to try to find other things instead of American products to buy. And they're not happy with the Canadian products because it's all shit that should be recalled. they, they're finding out a lot of their stuff has stuff that's not listed or just doesn't taste right.
Beat Charming says she's having homemade fries, and yeah, one of the best products any of you can get if you want a multi-tool. Always buy a Leatherman. Okay, it's not a sponsor or anything, but I've had one of them for over 15 years, and I've never had to replace it. It's one of the best things I've ever purchased.
Leatherman?
Yeah, mine's the Leatherman Surge.
Ah.
It's got the pliers, the knife, the serrated blade, all the can opener, the different screwdrivers, the flathead, the Phillips, and can opener, all that stuff.
Well, here's one I'm going to throw out there for a dessert with Mike B. This is coming from RecipeMaster.com. Recipe Master. They posted this about a week ago, but it's just coming across my screen for the first time. Churro cheesecake donut cookies. Oh, they look good too. The sweet fusion you didn't know you needed. Check it out with the recipe at RecipeMaster.com. Now it's a churro cheesecake donut cookie. And the filling that's coming from inside the donut cookie is cheesecake filling. Ooh, looks so good. And this is being reported by HealthySoul.com. Sunspots could be visible in March 29th partial solar eclipse. Here's how to see it. Yeah, don't look straight up and look at the partial eclipse without special devices. You still can lose some of your sight. You can get, talk to your eye doctor, find out what can happen if you look at the partial or total eclipse. You shouldn't be doing that. No. Matter of fact, you should be at home watching it on YouTube. And as far as I tried waiting for this coffee thing, and this coffee recall's not coming.
Ooh,
Oh no.
Sorry to hear that, B.
Was it a flat one? Was it like a bell-shaped one? What kind of grater were you using? I use a bell-shaped one because you got different sizes all around, and I'm able to keep my what do you call it? My thumbs and fingers away from the grater. So well, they opted for French fries. B, I thought you weren't going to do any more cooking. They want fresh fries, and tell them, here's a potato, peel it and cut it. Do it right, or I'm not cooking it. And then you wash the dishes after I do everything. I thought it was supposed to be TV dinners. Makes you go young.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a list because you all really got me hungry for that lasagna. So I think I'm gonna get some of that and make that next weekend.
Uh-huh. The stand-up thingy, it's nice, but I'm a klutz. Well, don't do it while you're standing up. Sit down at the dinner table and grate your cheese.
I have a
That's
flat
usually
plastic one, and then I have a metal one, a flat metal one, and it's nothing fancy. It's for grating the cheese.
do it like I do on my groceries. When I bring the vegetable stuff home, I usually slice, dice, and all that, half of it before I put it away. And then the rest I'll do as I need later on.
Or you can do what I do when sometimes I prepare my if it's something well, not tedious because dicing onions isn't tedious, but if it's something else, preparing something, I'll have my tablet with me and I'll be watching YouTube while I do that.
Oh,
I have
you're talking
something to
about.
listen to.
Yeah.
Pardon me, what?
No, B-Tram was talking about the big dinners, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I thought you were talking about all the time. Like, man, it's going to be a lot of hungry man freaking meals being served. And yeah, I'll never buy the shredded bags. I used to do that till I found out they got wood fibers mixed in. So I buy the
Yeah,
block
I get
now.
the
I shred my
yeah,
own.
I get the blocks and I shred my own. And you don't want to buy your bagged lettuce. And then if you buy those containers, the shaky containers of Parmesan cheese, that is not Parmesan cheese. You don't want to eat that. You want to go over to the cheese section if your grocery store has one, and you want to get a little block or wedge of the Parmesan cheese and grate that yourself.
Yeah. And that's usually the biggest block I get is the Parmesan, so I can grate it. So I use that on everything.
So you ever watch those videos how over there where they make the Parmesan cheese, they have those big, huge round big things of Parmesan cheese, and they have all these different knives, and they have to do so many different cuts in that to break it open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, here's one on YouTube you can find. Hey, Swamp Dog. Good morning. How you doing?
Morning, Swamp Dog.
Yeah, last week on YouTube, I was talking to Tin TV on the phone last week, and found these videos where they're showing. Well, they showed the first video I saw was the one where they had fish at a restaurant in Japan, and a person went and get a fork to cut their fish to eat it, and the meat started moving and rolled off the plate. Yeah.
Oh.
And then they went into showing some butcher shops for chicken and some beef and all that, where the meat was actually moving too. So I guess hours after they slaughter the animals and start doing the cuts of meat, the tendons will still have a reaction. Yeah. Go watch those things. You'll be like freaking out and stuff. Good thing is you don't take it home. By the time you get it from the butcher shop, you take it home and get it out of the freezer and thaw it out and stuff. The tendons aren't moving anymore. But just to see that stuff was freaky. I mean, I expect a Japanese restaurant when they, serving live octopus and all that other stuff. But at a regular butcher shop, when you see beef freaking rolling off the freaking table trying to get away from getting carved up, or some chicken. It was like, no. After you cut the head off and it ran around the yard for a while, it should stop. But it doesn't. It can go up to like 12 to 14 hours before the tendons have no more movement in them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was really disturbed. And of course, everybody's already seen, hopefully, all the fake seafood that they're serving in America that's coming from all these other countries. So be careful where you get your seafood from. If they say it's freshly caught, local, you want to make sure it's local, freshly caught. Some of the things on some of those, we'll say shrimp and crawdads and all that other stuff. Yeah, they may say it's Louisiana, but it's not. It's coming from Indonesia, India. And if you see how they do those farms over there, you'd be like, no. Because I guarantee you it's not fresh water they're using.
Well, it's like that. Speaking of the cutting the heads off of the chickens and that, did you ever hear the story about Mike the Headless Chicken? It was in 1945, and it survived 18 months after it was beheaded. The guy fed it with he still had the brain stem in that, and he ended up making a lot of money showing that around with an eyedropper and all that. But yeah, I always remembered that. I saw that in Ripley's Believe It or Not book a while back.
Yeah. I did mention 10 TV. She started talking about mermaids to me. And I think I made a connection for her to do a deeper dive. Remember a couple of years ago, the U.S. military sent a submarine underneath Antarctica with a research vessel
I also
to
remember
see?
back in the 40s that bad dude with the mustache sent a bunch of submarines to Antarctica, and they were never heard from again.
Yeah. Well, the military sent one down there, and they found all this stuff with the researchers and all that, all these animals they didn't realize were living down there, and the deaths and all that. And I told Tim they probably, because it was a military submarine, they probably had some missiles, and they blew a hole in a wall that was blocking their way. Because after that, Australia and all these other places started seeing mermaids. So if there's an ice wall like they say there is in Antarctica, that released all the freaking weird stuff into the oceans, because people are saying they're seeing all these weird animals that aren't supposed to be. I think they released the mermaids out of the other side of Antarctica. That's all, that's a possibility. I told her to deep dive and do some more research on it. I know there's something in that submarine investigation that they're not mentioning to the public. So it's a possibility. I'm not saying it's conspiracy. It's a possibility. But they did have. No?
Whatever happened to those scientists that were, I think it was in Antarctica, and one of them was going nuts and everything, and they were going to try to fly people in to take care of it?
Not another word on social media anywhere. I've looked and looked. That's basically one of the things I did this week while doing my daily what's happening reports. But they have not said anything. I even told Tin, having a conversation with her, we're going to find out when the season changes in Antarctica, because they're there for 6 months. We're going to have the 2025 The Shining movie. It's going to be like The Thing, but it's going to be more The Shining, because the crazy guy with an axe is going around. Yeah. Because if they had all those people there and they couldn't jump and knock the crap out of that person, knock him unconscious and freaking tie him up, and just leave him outside, let him freeze to death. And he's going to be violent to others, hey. I'm not saying constitute violence, but if he's doing the violence, you ain't got no law enforcement there. That means whoever's in charge needs to freaking take law into their own hands and deal with it. Yep. Oh, believe me, Swamp Dog, I saw a lot of it on YouTube and other places during the pandemic when everybody was locked down. But were you really locked down? You can still go outside and get your newspaper or check your mailbox. But people couldn't understand that. But I can't go 6 feet outside my curb where my car is parked. Bullshit. You're able to go to the grocery store. You can still go freaking ride your bike for exercise. You just chose to tell your mind, that you couldn't do something. I was still able to do everything.
Yeah, in the very beginning of that, I took my precautions because I didn't know for sure in the beginning. But then after about 3 weeks, I'm like, something don't smell right here.
But yeah. I'm looking one last time for the coffee stuff to see if we get the coffee recall finally or not. Okay, go to techradar.com, techradar.com. Thousands of websites have now been hijacked by this devious and growing malicious scheme. The Chinese and the Iranian freaking hackers have been at it. You may want to see the list to see the websites that are listed on there to see if any of them that you visit. You may not want to visit them because you may get something you don't want to have. Okay, and since some people are mentioning BLTs in chat, thanks a lot. AI, listen to you. On today.com, now they have BLT fried rice. Yeah, BLT fried rice. Get Chef Calvin eggs. Recipe for BLT fried rice. That doesn't even sound good, let alone the little picture I see. Ew. Yeah.
BLT fried rice, that's different.
No. And if you're really an egg lover and really like Chinese food, go to eggsalways.com. Eggsalways.com. They got 17 Chinese recipe meals you can't mess up. So if you never made Chinese food at home, check it out. You might just have it. I have a feeling you're going to have to use eggs with the title of eggsalways.com as the website. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of scared to make egg drop soup.
I've had egg drop soup. That stuff is good. Yep, sorry, excuse me. I had some sweet and sour soup. I don't know what they did, but oh my god, that I was gagging and my eyes were watering. That stuff was awfully hot. Needless to say, I didn't end up finishing that. That was years ago.
I don't know. Well, I'm giving up on the copy recall. Just check the FDA website for the copy. It's not a big brand name here in the South, like Folgers, Maxwell House, and all that, but I have seen it at Walmart, at least, well, not in the stores, but I've seen it on their advertisements they always send. And other places, I don't know what the Northeast really drinks, so. And the Northerners, y'all drink some other weird stuff like hickory stuff and all that, so. Not saying it's bad. Hickory's okay, but yeah.
Around here, it's mainly it's like Dunkin' Donuts or it's Folgers. We have lots and lots of Folgers here.
For all we know, Lady D's been drinking that recalled coffee from 7-Eleven. You never know. Dun dun dun. Now, ladies, gonna start checking. What brand of coffee do you use for the 7-Eleven coffee? Because yeah. But I appreciate everybody coming out. Y'all are the best chat in all social media. I know this is a 2-hour long one, but it's going to be a long weekend. And if the end of the world happens because of the total solar eclipse of parts of the world, partial on the other parts, then hey, I got to spend at least a couple hours with you before.
Folgers places. No, I don't think they. I don't know. We don't. We have Dunkin' Donuts here. We don't have Folgers stuff. We there's lots of Folgers stuff in the store where we get that because I mainly buy that, or I'll get if on occasion I'll buy the Dunkin' Donut stuff in the store.
Yeah. Now, Folgers and Maxwell House are not on the recall. It was some off-brand name. I don't know what it was. It was like a white bag with, I want to say, orange or red labeling for the name and all that. But don't quote me on the colors. But I never heard of it.
Yeah, we got lots of Dunkin' Donuts around here, Lady D. We don't have any Starbucks that I know about around here.
Yeah. So I hope everybody stays safe this weekend and stays weather aware because yeah, we're gonna have all types of weather everywhere, from snow to rain to pollen to possibly tornadoes and hail and yeah, droughts and heat and yeah, it just depends on what part of the country or where the storms are coming through right now. And with appointments and stuff, I may not be on till after the 1st. I'll still do my shorts. Maybe I'll do a short video or something. I'll try to see if I can organize something for the recalls and start doing videos on recalls and put that up there at least. And if Mike B gets his channel up and starts going live, maybe I'll get invited to jump up there with him and I'll go, I don't know, Bargain with Trust or something or another. I don't know. I'll have to come up with a name. I'm a special guest, but I appreciate you coming up here, Mike.
Thanks for having me up. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Let me see. I think I covered all the commercials I discovered. So if any of the commercials I played, they're all in the free stuff. So they are royalty free and copyright free. You can find them on the internet, on Pixie Bay, and a couple other places if you're really looking for it. And yeah.
Lady D has a question for you, Trust.
Let me look. No, I don't do anything on there. I just freaking start it up.
So now, when you do yours, you're on your phone or your tablet or your computer.
Now I'm on my laptop.
Okay, all right. So maybe that's the issue. Maybe my tablet and my phone don't have that option.
Well, I know the tablet would be different than the laptop. On the phone, I think you need just your settings on your phone in order to be able to see chat. Because on mine, I have to open up another little lock thing just to see chat, and usually puts underneath the bottom.
Yeah, because on my tablet, I finally figured out how to constantly read chat. I just have to hit the thing on the bottom and then just put see chat in that. So I had that issue, but now I can see them. Now my only other issue is just to put my pick up there and get in StreamYard, and I'll be good to go.
Yeah.
I've been doing testings here and there, and so it's all I can do is just keep testing and go from there.
Yeah. Now, are you using StreamYard, or are you just using YouTube, or what are you using to go live? You're using YouTube only? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, should I use StreamYard then
instead of YouTube? Well, you don't need to. It's just it just helps you. But I mean, you sign up for it, you get 20 free hours every month, and that's all I'm using. So
Oh, maybe I'll look into that this weekend. Then the StreamYard, so maybe that's the reason I'm messing up is because it's just YouTube, but I don't have the StreamYard.
Yeah, I've done it
So
on
that's
YouTube. It's just the
so
quality's not as good, but
it's a StreamYard app I go to or something.
yeah,
Okay, I'll definitely look into that this weekend then.
yeah. Yeah, I think that thing that changed the formats is on YouTube. So you need to set everything up on YouTube before you go live. And once you have everything set, it won't change it again. But depends on what your device on you're on too. Because some phones, yeah. 'Cause on my phone, it doesn't matter what they're using either way. I got to freaking hit like I'm going to type something just to see chat. And then after a while, I got to hit like I'm going to type something again just to see chat again when I'm listening to the stream and stuff. So, but I don't know. Well, I hope everybody stays blessed this weekend, stays safe, and remember, tell your loved ones you love them. You know what's going to happen in 5 minutes or 24 hours. And as a reminder from Shift Kicker, check on your neighbors because one day you will be that neighbor. Yeah. 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 So get off your butt, Beach Arm, and go check on your neighbors. Find out if they're cannibals. Yeah. Don't tell us if you went over for a barbecue, though, because I don't want to know. Yeah. I got enough food for him, and Mike B posting what he's got for dinner tonight.
Oh, that's
All
right.
right, Mike.
Post the video at 4. I forgot about that.
Uh-oh.
Do that later too.
Yeah.
Stay
Okay.
hydrated, everybody.
And remember, it may be the end of the world or it may not be. We don't know. Only one person knows, and Jesus isn't the one. He'll know when he gets told to freaking go. So keep one eye to the skies, but don't be looking up at the skies when the eclipse happens. You don't want to mess up your vision. And remember, filter your water. You don't want those plastics in your body. What are you going to put in your body, Mike?
After the Hawaiian punch, this glass, I'm going back to water again. I'm just gonna put the other stuff back in, put them back with my other props.
Uh-huh. So if we don't see Mike in a while, just think of him anytime you see the color blue. Wait, were those Tesla cars burning? I just noticed the cars were burning. And I'm like, oh, maybe they're Tesla cars. They weren't Tesla cars.
Oh.
Breaking news. Lady D's been drinking contaminated water. She's going to turn into a mermaid. If you're turning into a mermaid, Lady D, you know mermaids, they only eat vegetarian stuff. They don't eat meats and all that other stuff. So that's a possibility because their diet's completely different than their families. What do you think, Mike?
I don't know, because some of those the mermaids from that Pirates of the Caribbean movie, they ate more than vegetarian stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, breaking news too. Supposedly they pulled Snow White from theaters. It was doing so bad. And that one chick that played Snow White with the attitude, I think Miss Know It All, she got on social media and she was like, "Oh, I never meant to sound like I was ungrateful or anything. Shut up, bitch."
Yeah, well, that's what Disney gets for going all woke. That's what all these companies are getting. They're learning the hard way. People are getting sick of the crap.
Yeah. You put her and Greta Thunberg together, and you know what? They'd be on the Titanic 3. Yeah. Just make sure they hit the iceberg, please. Yeah. All right. Well, love y'all. We'll let you go. And if you really are wanting to see Snow White, you might be able to still buy the movie at Walmart for like $30 or something. But why waste the money? I don't even think any of the free streaming services are going to pick it up. It's so bad. I think Ghostbusters, that last one where they had the ladies in there instead of the dudes, did better on opening than Snow White. That tells you
Oh yeah,
something.
yeah, Lady D. I want to see the new Jason Statham movie too. I think it's the A Working Man or something. Like it's called.
They call me a working man. And I guess that's what I am. Rush 21. I know it was in 2112. I can't remember what album it was from, but I know that's Rush. And yes, I know they're Canadian, but it's still a good band. All right. You ready, Mike?
Yep. Have a great
All right.
day, everyone.
Well, I'm going to go backstage with Mike, and I'm going to see if he turns in the Smurf while he takes, his blue shots of his drink here. Maybe I'll have breaking news later on. All right. Ciao. Is a mermaid a fish, or is a fish a mermaid?